Okay, YouTube, I'm back. As you can see, I'm in my backyard again, man. Little post range report. Watching Georgia Tech and Georgia some college football, chilling. About to eat a little bit, but I just want to give y'all a little update on what I learned and what happened and all that kind of stuff. But basically, before I get started, I got to do all this, disclaimer. I'm not selling anything. I'm not promoting the sales of any firearms. I'm not trying to do any of that nonsense. I'm in a safe, controlled environment. All my range footage was shot at a controlled, licensed gun range. And like I said, again, I'm not promoting the sales of any ammunition or firearms, but I'm gonna show clear to all this stuff real quick. So we got this is one of the new mags I bought, and then we got everything's clear. There's nothing up in there, and there's no magazine. You can see clear through there. So that one's down, and the 19x clear magazine. There's nothing in there. You can see right through there. So we got clear firearms right here. So let's get the spinning going down because you know what I'm saying, I gotta light this thing real quick. I can touch them because this ain't no live video, so this is way better. But yeah, man. Uh yeah, man, I brought both of these down there, shot it with the Ramjet. Everything was cool. And I tried to go get some federal HST. They didn't have it at the academy, but they did have some good ammo sale on full metal jackets and all kind of stuff. You know, the Black Friday. I think the best deal I saw was Blazer 115 grain 9 millimeter. They had a 500 rounds for a hundred. Was it $109 or something like that? And so, but I just bought a 200 round box for 34. And then I bought two boxes of this Winchester. Let me know what y'all know what you think about this right here. This Winchester silver tip power to defend 147 grain jagged hollow point. I shot a box of this and I kept one. It did pretty good, and so now I'm going to carry it because I got it right here. The silver tip 147. Shout out to Lee. He was talking about the 147 grain is a good carry because it has the same velocity of a 45 ACP 230 grain, I'll imagine. But so that worked out pretty good. We'll see how it goes. It was $19 a box, which was a 20 round box, so that's $1 a round. So I don't know. This stuff is still all this stuff is all expensive still to me, just in my personal opinion. It's all still expensive to me, but what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But yeah, man. So it went well, and I was shooting. If you saw my range video, I talked about it. I was shooting. I always start off at 10 yards and in, and once I blast that up real good, I'm pretty. It's pretty boring to actually train at 10 and in because once you get good at shooting or decent, you can hit 10 pretty consistently, however you want. So you kind of want to challenge yourself, and then people say, "Well, oh man, don't be shooting at long distance because that ain't gonna be self defense." I mean, but sometimes you just want to train because you really don't never know if you're gonna ever have to make a long shot. We just are mentally programmed to believe that the shot's gonna be 10 yards and in, but the reality is that it could probably be a further shot. So I just do it just to kind of work on accuracy at further distances. That's basically why I do it. I don't do it for no other reason, and just just to be comfortable of shooting that further than 10 yards. You know what I'm saying? That shit gets kind of old. Just 10, 10, 10. So sometimes you want to see how accurate you can get down, and that's what I was doing today. So pretty good groupings. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not no professional shooter. I'm just a regular guy, and that's just how I get down. But I will say also uh, again that I'm really convinced that the Ramjet works best on this because now I got all three of them. I can give a good opinion on it. I think it works best on this. It worked great on that. That gun is super accurate, man. That 19x, man, what a accurate gun, man. That thing is like, whew, man, super accurate, man. And let me tell you, hold on a second, stand by. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, man, the 19x is just super accurate by itself, the way it is. But it doesn't even really need a ramjet. Uh, it's kind of like the 34. It reminds me when I'm shooting. It reminds me of shooting the Glock 34 because it's just so accurate, and you don't really have to. I don't know. You don't have to work hard at hitting what you're shooting at. You know what I'm saying? It's just the gun just naturally points good and fires well. And like I said, the Gen 5s have better what do you call it? They got better triggers in them, so you get really decent shots. You know, follow up shots on when you're out there training and shooting. So it's a really fun gun, man. 19x, no doubt about it, man. I kind of forgot about how good that gun is. It's pretty sweet looking shooting gun. But overall, man, it was a quick little range trip. There was a lot of people in there. I saw a couple dads I saw a dude with his daughter. That was pretty cool, like a teenage daughter. And some cat was blasting off. I think it was that. I heard that kid's dad. He had something, man. That was boom. If you watch my range view, that first shot was like boom. That shit was crazy though, man. But shout out to the alert zone. I want to bring something up, man. I just recently bought a new pair of gloves, some Magpul ones. I got these right here in black. You know, they cool gloves. I had a pair before, but I think I lost them or they got old and kind of worn out. I don't know what happened to them, but I think I literally lost them, left them at a range or something. I don't know what happened to them, but I like these gloves. They kind of fit real, like to your skin, like so you can pick up small items. You can pick up a coin, and you don't have to worry about that. You got that texture, that touch where you can pick small things up and stuff like that. So I like how it's real snug and stuff like that. But I did this because I saw one of his videos one time, and he was talking about the importance of being able to shoot with a glove on. And he's right. Like I was shooting with a glove on. I didn't put it in a video, but I didn't shoot that well, man. So it's like something you got to think about. And like I said, these are some skin tight gloves, so they're not going to be bulky like a puff glove, like a ski glove or something like that. So they're not going to really provide a whole lot of warmth. So then really in reality, you would have to probably train with a thicker glove because these are skin tight gloves and they're not going to really give you that much warmth if you really got to be trekking through the woods or something like that and you still got to pull a gun out. If you're going to have these gloves on your hands going to get cold and wet and stuff like that. But the gun had clear firearm, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing in here. But the gun, I can get my finger in the trigger well, you see what I'm saying? There was no problem with that. I just wasn't comfortable with how it felt. So that's something that you would have to train with, and it's something you would have to certainly think about if you live in a cold weather state and you got to get out your car or something and walk all the way down some distance, whatever, for whatever reason, a flat tire, gas, ran out of gas, something like that, and you still want to be able to protect yourself. You want to be able to know that you have gloves on that can fit in that trigger well and get busy, and more importantly, you're comfortable with it. So mine, if it no problem at all, and but the comfortability wasn't really there though. So, and the Glock 19x, let me go ahead and stop this for a second. I can touch it now because this ain't no live video. uh, it was fine with the Glock 19x. I had no problem with it at all. No problem with it at all. Yeah, I was shocked that the 43x fit in there, but I thought about it like, well, it's still a Glock gun, so the magwell is going to be about the same. And but my finger fit in there, clear firearm. Nothing in here, but it fit in here, no problem. Just like went in there, no problem. And so I'm gonna start, taking gloves out. And actually, I'm gonna go to the outdoor range. I got to contact NOLA Gospel Tracks. We need to go to the Knicks, go outdoors because it's cold now, and it'd be a good reason to bring some gloves too, and go out there and shoot in the daytime when it's kind of brisk, just to get used to shooting with gloves on. But this thing performed very well. The dot was dialed in. I mean, it's really accurate. I don't have it on right now, actually. It's not on right now, but I turned it off because I don't really carry that as much. And now I just turn them off. Literally, I don't even have it on shake awake mode. I just have them off, just for whatever. So the ones that I carry a lot, I'll have them on shake awake mode. But if I ain't really carrying it, I ain't gonna have it on. Period. But yeah, the Glock 19x did well though, like with the Ramjet on there. So in the 45 in the G45 configuration. It fits well. This one I have the medium backstrap on. I think I might put it on my 47 because I think I like the way that feels a little better. I was tripping off that like that wider grip down here. I like how that it's a little wider, so it doesn't feel like I'm like overlapping. So it gives you a really positive purchase, like when you point of aim. You know what I mean? It's it really feels well. So I might have to think about putting that medium backstrap on. I think this is the only one I have a backstrap on. Do I got it on a 34? I don't think I do, and I think I got it on the 35, but maybe two guns. But I don't have backstraps on most of my pistols. It's not on the 19, and it's not on the 23. So, but yeah, this felt really good in the hand. But shout out to Alert Zone. Yeah, gloves are important to train in, especially if you live in a cold weather state. Like if I was in San Diego, I probably wouldn't need them, but it would still be a smart move because you never know how, with all this climate crazy shit, you can probably find yourself in a cold position and you still need to defend yourself. So you would need a gun. Because I was just sitting here thinking, like, what about if I had to use this little sucker with a glove on? You know, the Bodyguard 2.0. You know, what if I had to use this? Uh, in a stressful situation with a glove on. Well, I'm pretty good. Clear weapon. Let me. Yeah, I can get my finger up in there because the Alert Zone did a video where his gun he couldn't even fire it, the Taurus, but I believe he had a thicker glove on though. So it's something to think about. It's something to think about for sure. Like the wheel just stopped. Yeah, it's definitely something to think about. If that glove. Let me do a real quick check to see, and I'll let you guys get up out of here. But let me see if this thing moved because I didn't check it yet. I usually do this after I shoot. Let's see if it moved. Because nope, nope, still steady at 14 foot inches. So that's a good news right there. And I'll check the other one in just a second. But yeah, I just want to say, let y'all know that I'm switching back up. I think I used to carry 147 grain Hornady Critical Duty, I believe, or no, Critical Defense. And I used to carry that back in the day, and I got away from it. And I think that's why I'm going back to that because I was very familiar with 147 grain. I don't know what happened. I just got away from it. So I shot a lot of my old exactly hollow points today, and I reloaded the Glock 43 X Max with this right here. So let me know what you guys think about this. It just pass or trash, or you had problems with it, and just let me know about that. But yeah, I think 147. I was gonna try to do the gel ballistics, but I got to buy 100. So I got to spend $100 on a gel block, big ass gel block, GEL block. And then I'm just wondering, like, how am I gonna be? Is Nick's gonna let me shoot outside off a tabletop and all that kind of junk, man? I got to find private property land to do that. So I'm gonna hold off on that ballistic shit until I find somebody who got outdoor range, so I can go put it on a table, shoot, get up close to it. Because they in their outdoor range, you can't get that close to it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just rock with the 147 Jacklet hollow points. But let me know if y'all know anything about that. But yeah, man, Glock 19x for the win. This is a great firearm. And with the Ramjet, it made it really pleasant to shoot. But again, it didn't really make it more than what it already was, but it just kept the gun just came down faster. And that's what the Ramjet is afterburner. That's what it's meant to do. Bring it back down, bring it back down, bring it back down, bring it back down, versus flip up like that. And then it comes back down. This is like, I mean, it just keeps it down. So definitely a great accessory for this firearm setup right here. Yeah. Yeah, no question about it. Yeah. So it did good, man. What can I say? And when you press check up here, this Ramjet, and you got gloves on, be careful because you can get your glove pinched up in there. I did it earlier. So that's why I say I like to work from the back anyway, and even right here, you got to make sure your hands up high on the optic to keep it away from snagging inside of the area right there, the ejection port area. But yeah, man, that's what I got. I'm just rambling right now, but I just want to let you guys see that. Let me show you this thing if it backed out. Let's see if this one backed out. Let's see if I can thread the needle. Yeah, let's see if this one backed out. But yeah, man, overall, it's a good holiday, good Thanksgiving, good food. Let's see here. Nope, nope, still 14 foot inches. So yeah, man, nice to have your little torch screwdriver around with you, doing these little inspections and stuff on your accessories and optics and stuff like that. And you can do the same thing with your optics with a torque screwdriver too. Just find the torque spec, and but most people Loctite their optics. I know I do, but you don't necessarily have to if you have a torque. And I tell you what, this Overwatch Precision trigger shoe makes this gun so much pleasant to shoot. But yeah, man, I'm gonna let you guys go. I just want to bring this to you, let you guys see that in 43X and 19X. Both did really well. Excellent firearms. Happy I bought them, and you know, it's just good to know that you got stuff that you like, and not so much what the internet and what other people say and what they want you to have, and then it actually, like, the accessories you buy you actually like the magwell makes a difference. You know what I'm saying? It makes a difference. It's just not a piece on there that just for no other reason. Ramjet makes a difference. The trigger shoe makes a difference. So it's nice. This is a nice little build, one of my better ones, to be honest with you. So, but I tell you what, that thing's the truth right there, man. So get your hands on a 19X, man. I say grab one, man. Threaded barrel version or the regular version. Just make sure you get an MOS, because you definitely gonna want to put an optic on it. But if not, it doesn't matter, But I think I'm gonna be taking this out though, because it's blocking my rotation with different mags and stuff like that. And so I don't really need the lanyard loop, to be honest with you. I just like it to leave it like that because that's OEM and that's the way it came. And just kind of like it identifies the model of the gun. But hey, man, I appreciate everybody stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, hype the video. Let me know what you guys know about this ammo right here. What grain do you carry for your 9mm carry pistol? And do you know anything about this Winchester silver tip? And until the next video, man, like I said, shout out to Alert Zone. Get you some gloves. Go out there and train. These Magpul gloves are real nice. Feel real comfortable. Great little shooting gloves. Wasn't really expensive, but again, not advertised, not sponsored by Magpul. Ball with my own money. I'm just saying they work good for me. And you got the little loops so you can put them on a carabiner, hook it onto your gun belt or your bag or something like that when you're done shooting. So yeah, man, train with some gloves on, man. Shout out to the Alert Zone, man. Until next video, man, everybody stay blessed. Peace.